Hey guys, welcome back to another Six Flags Great America construction update. And I know it's been a few weeks, but it means we have actually a couple things to look at. First things first, of course, we have Wrath of Rakshasa, where the entire top of the drop has been put in, including the holding brake. There's a nice American flag up there to commemorate the occasion. The entire first inversion, that being the Immelman, is in. It's crazy how it towers over Demon like this. The second inversion, which is a dive loop, which has some actually pretty funky profiling, is also in. And the third inversion, which is a upwards barrel roll, 0G roll type thing. Here's another look at those new elements. You can kind of see how squeezed in this is all right here. This that big footer right there, kind of in the center of the screen, that's where the old demon sign used to be, and you can kind of see the spot where Demon's entrance will now go. But yeah, this thing absolutely towers over Demon, and I'm glad that Demon has finally gotten a bigger sister. Here's a better look at that third element, which the profiling just looks absolutely crazy. This is probably the element that I am most looking forward to. These two inversions are going to pull some real wacky forces and really spice up what is usually a one-trick pony. I wanted to show off this other angle. You can kind of see, yeah, here's another great shot of the second and third inversion over here. Over in the construction staging area, really we're winding down operations in terms of track. There's still a decent amount of track pieces in, but most of the supports are in, all of the footers are in, and yeah, I think there's about a third of the track pieces left. I'll kind of show you what is left of the layout, but yeah, we're nearing track completion, which is freaking awesome, especially for it still being March. So I wanted to do a little bit of drawing here, just kind of showing what's going on. So this is kind of where the midway will end up going. It ends up weaving in between the supports here. You'll get some pretty awesome views kind of walking through here. I'm excited to get pictures of this ride. I'm hoping they end up opening the infield over by the Immelman and kind of next to the drop, open just as path to go just as have a seating area and have some pretty awesome shots, but we'll have to see about that. If I go ahead here and show this layer, you can see what the rest of the layout will roughly look like. You can see a lot of those supports are already in place, but yeah, you just have to wide down from the third inversion, do the fourth and fifth inversion, and then have the helix finale. This thing is going to be very dense right near the end here. And I also kind of wanted to show you what I was thinking in terms of the queue. You can see that they're actually pouring parts of the station. With the green and red marker here, I kind of show what I expect the queue to look like. I'm guessing that the front entrance will end up being somewhere over here with these trees that they left in. It's a pretty awesome and prominent spot to put an entrance. And then the queue will make use of the infield here, wrapping around. I'm guessing they're not going to be able to do like bog standard switchbacks. They'll have to weave in and around supports, so that'll be pretty cool. But eventually, it'll wind underneath the lift hill here and past a bunch of footers. I really don't know what these footers are. I guess we'll find out soon. But then you'll walk up this staircase, and then the left side here, that's where the actual queuing gates will go. That's where you'll line up for each of the 3 rows, board the train, and then you'll end up exiting to the right here. When you exit, you'll collect your belongings from the really cool loose article bin train that flies over your head, and then you'll walk underneath the first section of track, underneath the queue on the inside here, and then head over to the exit gift shop. I'm only questioning myself a little bit here because I see that this is actually tarp, but I believe this will be open for people to walk underneath. It makes the most sense in terms of the queue, especially since they're going to be reusing this building as the exit gift shop instead of the current use, which is a restaurant. There's a little bit of a better view of that. Yeah, I still think you'll wrap around to the right over there, and then underneath, and then through, and then out to the gift shop. It's definitely a little wacky, but I think it's the best that they could do with reusing as much existing stuff as they could. Just keep in mind that that is a prediction. The more I look at this, the more it might actually go the complete opposite way. So who knows? We'll have to end up seeing how that turns out. Maybe it'll go the other way. I don't really know what all these footers are meant for. Maybe those were put in earlier in the process when they still were going to have the double-sided lockers. That kind of makes sense for double-sided lockers, but also it kind of makes sense for, well, they ended up moving to the flying bin system anyhow, so maybe that's just leftover, or maybe it's for theming or something. I don't know. I guess we'll find out soon. Taking a look at the only other real project going on at the park right now, the front entrance. You can see nothing really is going on. It looks like they've set up a couple of buildings like on the inside of the actual structure, and they have a couple of signs up, but overall, not a whole lot of work going on over there, it looks like. Then these last two images are just some cool images that I want to show off. It's easy to forget that Six Flags Great America is like 10 miles from Lake Michigan, which is this giant blue body of water. You can't really see it from the park at all, other than on the top of Raging Bull. But yeah, it was a really pretty day yesterday, so it was cool to be able to capture that. And then finally, Chicago. It's cool you can actually see just the top of the skyline from rides in the park, including Raging Bull and American Eagle if you know where to look. But again, really nice and clear yesterday, so it was easy to see this. Yeah, that's kind of it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.